The party just showed up. Michael Irvin, the playmaker. Yeah. Mike, are Houston fans cool with you being a Cowboy apologist? And, they're, of course, Texan fans here.
Well, yeah, the Texan fans are cool. It's the AFC. They're okay. And Houston's always been good. They've always been the stepchild of Dallas. They understand that, right?
How crazy would this city be, Mike, if the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl?
Oh, my God.
How crazy would Houston be?
It would be off. It would be crazy. It would absolutely have been crazy. Really, the Cowboy fans, upon my advice, they booked up all the rooms here. And then they had to let them go after that loss, because they thought the Cowboys would be here. And some came anyway because they got those rooms where you couldn't get your deposit back. So they said, we're going anyway, So we still have a few Cowboy fans straggling around here.
The Cowboys would be here if?
Honestly, the Cowboys would be here if they went into that last game against Philadelphia playing real football. They would not have broken the mentality that they had going, and I believe that was the reason. I'm starting to change my thoughts on this bye week anyway, especially with the schedule that these players have now, because they can't even practice. It's like Club Med anyway. So now you have 2-3 weeks of Club Med. It's hard to step out and be ready on a football game. The 4 teams that had bye, all 3 of them played poorly. Only one really played okay, and that was Atlanta.
Well, I think that we've seen a pattern here with those teams that are playing playoff football before the playoffs start are the dangerous teams when it comes to the actual playoffs. They're ready to go.
That rides right into the playoffs. Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
And if you get that time off, you can rest, but I don't think you're football ready. You don't benefit by being good during the regular season when it gets to the postseason.
And you're absolutely right, Dan. And you got to understand early in those games, especially coming off a bye, early in those games, what happened? Dallas let Green Bay go up. Atlanta jumped on Green Bay. They went down and scored on the first drive. So that's what you got to do. You got to score early in those games. In Atlanta, that's exactly what they've done every game.
I told you that Dallas was this close to America hating them again.
Yeah.
Like they almost got to that point.
Almost.
It was that close. I was also going to ask you about Jerry Jones up for the Hall of Fame. Now, if you got one vote, it's Jimmy Johnson or Jerry Jones for the Hall of Fame?
Well, right now it would be Jerry Jones because Jimmy Jones is not up right now.
No, but if you had one vote.
Dan, I know you woke up this morning saying,
Mike's coming in.
As you put toothbrush to tooth in the mirror, how can I get Micah today? How can I get Micah? You know what I mean?
Yep, that's true.
I think both of them deserve a spot in the Hall of Fame.
You got one vote, Mike.
And I vote for Jerry this time since he's up,
you got
and Jimmy
one
next
vote.
time with the same one vote when he gets up. Well, you want to know, do I believe both of them belong in the Hall of Fame? I gave you the answer yes. And you want to trim that fat?
Yes.
That's not even good enough. You want to trim that fat down and say if I get one vote.
You have to vote for you, Emmett, or Troy. Same year eligibility. Be an analyst here.
Who would I vote for first? Listen, I'm going to tell you something, man. Listen. No. I'm going to vote for my boy Troy first. In all things, I'm voting for Troy first. In all things. Because when Troy gets taken care of, I get taken care of. I remember Dion, man. We got into it one day. We were playing Dion, and there was something going on with Dion and Troy. And Dion's my boy and been my boy. And he came up there, and we were in the room. We were in the meeting room. And Dion said, man, listen, Michael, man. I said, stop. I said, let me tell you right now. If we're coming and asking me to choose between you and Troy, you're going to lose. If my mom asked me to choose between me, her, and Troy, she's going to lose. I'm just letting everybody know I'm picking Troy because he throws me the football. That's just the bottom line.
Now, why was Dion and Troy having a disagreement?
Because they're alpha males. We're all alpha males. The idea is to get all the alpha males together on one accord, one page. It's no different than Jerry and Jimmy. They're alpha males, and they run into some situations and issues that we have to work through as alpha males. But we get them worked through. We're working through them.
How many Super Bowls do you think you would have won if Jimmy stayed?
5. No doubt 5. And every time I'm with Troy and we always talk about it. We should have won at least 5. And I'm going to tell you right now, these young guys, speaking of the Cowboys, I wish they understood how much they're going to regret missing that moment.
Yeah.
Listen, I got more rings, man. I don't even wear rings. I got so many rings. And rings on all levels. I just want to make sure people know that. I mean, I won championships everywhere. Rings on all levels. Now, I have so many rings, and what ring in my head, speaking of rings, is that one play in this 1994 NFC Championship game that Deion pass interference me. I should have attacked that ball more, and I could have had that ring there. Out of my whole career, I got rings everywhere, and that one play sticks out in my head more than anything. I'm telling you, you'll regret these moments if you don't capitalize on them.
Did Deion admit that he interfered with you?
Well, he'll admit he interfered, but he'll admit it didn't get called. You know what I mean? And it's all cool. It's just like, whew, boy, that's right.
But that still hurts, bothers
man.
you.
That's still, I'm going to tell you something, seriously. That hurts me, that bothers me more than anything. I still have nightmares about that play. I should have made that play somehow. I should have gotten that play made. I still have nightmares about it.
Do we have the video of that just to rub it into?
What kind of dude are you? I get up out of my bed. I get up out of my bed to come hang out with you guys.
I just wanted to let our audience feel your pain, Mike.
See what I'm saying?
That's all I did, Mike.
He's always been this kind of friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Deion Sanders is here. We'll come back. We'll continue with the playmaker, Michael Irvin, right after this. He's one of our favorites. He's the playmaker, Michael Irvin. You can see Mike, and it's a special 8.5-hour edition of the NFL Network.
Can we talk about this?
Hold on, Mike. NFL Game Day morning, Super Bowl Sunday from Houston. Good God, it starts at 9 a.m. Eastern. Mike, 8.5 hours?
Right. Wake up, turn the TV on. I will be there. Go to work. Go take your kids to school. Do whatever you got. Go to the park. Come home. Eat dinner. Turn the TV on. I will be there. And we will still be talking about one game. This is the part that blows my mind. Right? We do 4 hours on all the games, and then we get down to the playoffs. We get 4 games. We do 6 hours. We get 2 games, we do 7.5. Then we get 1 game, we do 8.5. I was like, how do we keep doing more time with less games?
What was harder? I
never understand that.
Covering the Super Bowl or being in the Super Bowl?
Definitely covering. It was easier in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This is 8.5 hours of TV talking about one game. It's fun. We have a lot of fun now. Make no mistake about it. We have to have fun. We do a lot of stuff you guys do up here. Have fun to keep this thing going. But it is a lot of time talking football.
You brought up something, and I hope I'm quoting you correctly, but you talked about that first time you took the Super Bowl field, and like, you can't prepare for that.
Can't prepare for it.
And you can tell these kids from Atlanta, hey, when you walk out there, you're going to feel this, right?
Yep, I said the same thing the other day. Now, I will say this, the other opening night now, those guys were loose, and they were together, and I gleaned that from their moment. I was like, wow, they look like they're ready. And they all said the right things. Hey, I'm going to prepare like this is a regular game. But there is no preparing for it. You got to think about it. All your life, in your front yard, this is what you were doing. This is what you were saying. You know what I mean? This is everything, man. And you walk on that football field, you're going to hyperventilate. You'll have to catch your breath, and you will buckle. There's no getting around it. You will buckle. Right there, my knees buckled again going across that end zone right there. No joke, man. When I caught that touchdown, I was like, wow, I just caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl. And I caught this 18 seconds later. Last week in the NFC Championship game, I watched Julio Jones go for 9 for 180. I was watching the game. I said, darn, if the dude catch one more pass, he's going to break my record. 192 yards in the NFC Championship game. And I finally got through that game. I said, whew. That was close. And then here comes this dude, Julio Jones Jr., named Chris Hogan. I said, what is he doing? He had 9 for 180. I was like, wait a minute. I barely escaped both games. I was nervous both games. I escaped both games, record intact. I believe this record was
You would have been okay if Julio took it, not Chris Hogan.
No, I didn't want any one of them to get it now. And you stop trying to say I'm okay if the brother get it.
That's what you're saying. I think that's what you're saying.
That's not true.
The brother can have it, but not some white guy named Hogan.
I wanted this brother to keep it. This brother to keep it. Hey, my boy, you know, I got a white friend. You know what I say?
Who? Troy?
Troy's my white friend. You know what they always say.
Wait, whenever you get into trouble and somebody says, oh, you say something about somebody white, I got a white friend.
I got a white friend named Troy Aikman. What are you talking about?
Because somebody who's white will always go, I got black friends.
I know it.
Yeah, I got a black friend, man. I'm okay.
And that's like the tail.
Will you be my black friend,
and that's
Mike?
like the tail. I got one black friend. Like you just told, okay, thank you for telling him.
I dropped your name as my black friend, just so you know.
I bet you do,
They go, who's your black friend? Michael Irvin? Oh, okay.
Right. Go,
we cool.
Go all the way so you know why you dropped me right in there.
True.
So you can go get street cred
That's
with it and everything.
Hardcore,
you know,
brothers.
I told Dan a long time ago. I gave Dan street cred a long time ago. A long time. And when I anointed street cred, since I came from such a hard street, one of 17 kids, my anointing can stay with you for quite a while.
Oh,
He's still living off my anointing.
Mike, I wouldn't do well on your street growing up.
No, you would not, man. You would not. You would not. You would not.
How rough, in all honesty, though, how tough was it, though? And how did that define you, your neighborhood, and how did that define you as an athlete?
And it's so funny that we talk about it because I do. Bishop T.D. Jakes, we always talk about that. You know, we always talk as parents, we want our ceiling to be our kids' floor. You know, you want to raise up things and you want to give them things, but the best things that we can give them sometimes are our struggles, because that's how we became what we are. But out of our love, it makes us protect and want to give them everything. And it's not just about what we leave to them, it's about what we leave in them that will really make the difference. So, you know, when growing up, I didn't know. You don't know that you were broke down poor. You know, we were broke down po. I always said po. I know the correct word is poor, but we were so po we couldn't afford the other O and the R. We called it po and just left it at that. You just left it right at that, right? So you don't know because everybody around you is that. You know,
17 brothers and sisters?
Yeah, it was. We were right. It was a lot of kids in that house, man. A lot of kids and not much food. You know, I was telling him, I remember getting one of my quarterback at St. Thomas when I finally transferred, got to a new school, and going over his house, we would work out, and then we'd go over his house. I said, man, you got something to drink in your refrigerator when we left and when we came back. I never had something to drink when I left and when I came back. You know what I'm saying?
What was dinner like at your house?
It was get your food right quick. It was kind of like, you know, the line that they do in the prison. There go yours, get yours. and right now today, I swear to you guys, right, we're in meetings or at network, and I'm eating like this.
Quickly.
Right, and I got my fork down near my plate. It's not, and bring it all the way to my mouth. That's too long of a trip for my food to be on, right? So I stopped. I come on down here and and Marshall, he always looks at me, he's like, hey, savage, why are you eating like that? They get so mad at me, man. See, Marshall and Dion, they're OCD. They're really OCD. They can't take it. They can't take it when you're messy. If you drink and you slurp real loud, that bothers them. So since I know it bothers them.
You do more?
What? I'm like, I don't leave those dudes alone. I be killing them with it, man.
As far as the game, we're talking to Michael Irvin, the playmaker. How does Atlanta realistically win this game?
Man, I'm going to tell you now, Atlanta, because of the high-powered offense, they do have a shot at winning this game. And you talk about all that New England does. They're going to try to focus on Julio Jones. They'll try to stop the big play. Atlanta still have the ability to make intermediate plays. Mohamed Sanu can do his thing. And that run game, if that running game is going, this could be a great game, man. It could really be a great game. I like Atlanta's chances. I've been afraid of Atlanta all year long. Honestly, I thought they were one of the best teams in the NFC. I was worried about them more than Green Bay for the Cowboys.
You look at how winning a Super Bowl can change people's lives, and sometimes it's not always for the better. Brady's won 4 of these. I don't know if it's changed him. He's on the verge of maybe winning his 5th, which is crazy. Did Troy change, or you change, or Emmett change? When you guys won your first one.
Yeah. You know what? That's a great question. And it's funny because I had a conversation with Tom Brady after he won his first one. He pulled me aside and asked that same thing. He said, man, what can I do to make sure we continue to come back here? And I said to him, do what you do. See, Tom never runs before his team. He runs with his team. This dude is incredible, man. You rarely get the emotional leader at the quarterback position of your football team. So when Tom comes out and says, let's go, everybody goes. You know what I mean? It's the quarterback, man. He's an incredible thing. You can say what you want, man. To have an opportunity to win 5 Super Bowls, when you saw what I saw on Combine Day, you saw Tom Brady's body. You saw it, I saw it, we all saw it. To get that body to do this thing that they're doing, he's doing, it's incredible, man. It's just flat out incredible.
What would it take to recognize him in your mind as the greatest player, not quarterback, greatest player of all time? Can he be in that conversation, or is he already there?
Well, I think he's already there. We give quarterbacks so much prop, and rightfully so.
But the fact that he's not an athlete hurt that discussion.
No, it doesn't.
Player.
I think it helps the discussion. It tells people that this game is not just played shoulders down. The great ones don't play this game shoulders down. They play it shoulders up. All of you people who thought it was just a bunch of blunt-head dummies out there hitting people, now you see this is an intellectual game.
I don't think we need to say blunt.
Okay, you're right. Well, Blunt is in the game.
Oh. Okay.
Blunt is playing in the game.
Blunt-head.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just make sure.
Blunt.
I always looking out for you, Mike.
I appreciate that.
I
appreciate that. I try to stay away from all trigger words, if you know what I mean.
I will say, you gave us one of the greatest moments we've ever had in New Orleans, Mike. When it was raining, and all of a sudden the roof got white powder on your coat. And you said Michael Irvin cannot have white powder on his coat, man.
I'm sitting there with an umbrella.
A pink umbrella.
An umbrella.
That James Lofton gave you.
Oh, my God.
We still laugh. We were laughing about that this morning. Unbelievable.
That was funny. We had a great time in New Orleans.
We got an I-Team report here, Paulie.
Dan, Michael is the fan favorite guest every year at the Super Bowl. He's the one guy we want on, and we got a little something. We put together a little something for you on the screen there. If you don't mind
they put
looking.
something together?
Oh, well, that's nice. Okay.
1994 NFC title game.
Oh, that's dirty, man.
Well, that's mean,
That's
Paulie.
dirty right now, man.
We racked up the wrong video.
I had him right here. Oh, he's stumbling. Now, watch that arm comes across. That's PI right there.
Oh, that's incidental contact. Come on,
PI.
Mike.
Yeah, and I should have jumped up to clarify that even clean. Look at that. I'm trying to talk to this man. Like, what are you talking about, man?
I'd love to be able to see that one more time.
Oh, my God. How do you eat this flag, man? Are you joking?
Oh, here it is. They're going to show it one more time.
Oh,
There's
my God.
the throw.
Right. Let me show you something. Right now, I should have left the ground. I should have left the ground and went up at that ball, man. God.
PI. I'm going to give you the magic, the power to do the following, Mike. Place Tony Romo any place you want to.
Denver.
No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
What about Houston?
Denver. I mean, Houston's not a bad spot for him.
But what about what if I opened it up and it's Romo and Dak Prescott? If you say to Tony, we're going to open it up, would that be fair to either one of them?
No. Hey, listen. Romo has served well, and we appreciate the service. But his service there is done. And, and it's great service, and you hope him the best. But Dak is the future now, and you have to build. Now, Dak has to add to his game, start taking over a game, doing the little things like Aaron Rodgers, catching people off sides and not spiking the ball, having some signal with Dez and things like that. He has to take it to the next level. But yeah, it's Dak's team now.
So Denver for Tony Romo.
I would love Denver for Tony Romo. Now, it's the right team in the right place. There's a back doctor out in Denver, and I just went to see him a couple weeks ago. I mean, this dude is phenomenal, and I think same guy that worked with Peyton Manning, I think he'll really help Tony Romo.
He's Michael Irvin, the playmaker. The pregame show starts in about 30 minutes from now, I think, with the Super Bowl, right? Is that about it?
And it'll
right?
go to next year's Super Bowl. We'll just talk right through.
You can see Mike. It's a special 8.5 hour. They couldn't possibly get this in an 8. They had to do 8.5 hours there. NFL Network, game day morning. It starts at 9 a.m. Eastern. Mike, always great to see you. We'll come back. We'll close up
It's
shop
always good having you.
right after this.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.